Hello, fellow YouTubers. This is Kat from an Itty Bitty Homestead. I am bringing you kind of an part two to a meals in a jar. And this is when I made my beef stew in a jar. This is the single serve. I had my surgery. It's not as painful as the first one was, I'll tell you. This is actually really thrilling. I still have feeling in my fingers. So anyway, so tonight I'm going to go ahead and cook up some beef stew. So it says to use 1.5 cups of water and simmer 15 to 20 minutes. So I thought I'd bring you along and we can all see together how this turns out. Okay. So I'm going to turn the stove on about a medium. It's my 1.5 cups of water. Oh, isn't that a beautiful sound? Here's the beef, the stew, everything. Everything goes in for the party. Doesn't that look lovely? Gosh, it smells good already. I don't know. To me, it does not seem like enough liquid, but I'm not making soup. So I have to just trust the cookbook. But, oh, man. You know, I would almost wish that we could have smell-o-vision. But, you know, the problem with that is teenagers and 20-somethings would really ruin it with, like, you know, fart smells and all sorts of other yucky smells. So, at least that's my opinion. All right, I'm going to let this come to a simmer, and then I will bring you back as soon as it's finished. I just thought I'd bring you back for a little update how it's going. Let's see here. I'm sorry I keep moving you. There it is. I'll tell you, it smells good. These onions, dehydrated onions, are sticking a little bit on the bottom. Doesn't seem to be a lot of liquid here. So I am going to maybe add a little more water because we still have 5 more minutes to go and this will be burnt in 5 minutes. So I'm going to add about half, maybe not quite a whole half cup of water. Let's see if that does it. That's all I can do with this hand. Oh, forgive that noise. My boys are eating their dinner, and well, not eating. They vacuum up their dinner, and they're letting me know that they are definitely done. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. All right, I'll bring you back when this is done. All right, there it is, all served up. I did cook it 20 minutes, and like I said, I did add a little bit more water. Now, I mean, if I was making this from scratch, it would definitely have a lot more liquid, maybe more of a gravy consistency. So maybe in the future, I'll make some gravy on the side or something. I'm not sure. Let me taste it, though. All right, I am so not left-handed. You have no idea. Really good. Meat is really good. Tender. Just like stew meat that's been cooking for hours. It needs probably, maybe a little more, sorry for my arm, a little more pepper. And it probably wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of gravy seasoning or something in here. Beef gravy. Okay, let's see. And everything rehydrated really well. Yeah. That pepper helped. Okay, well, I most likely will have to tweak this just a smidgen, but it is really good, fresh out of the book. Some of the vegetables still have a little bit of chew to them. Maybe a carrot. I'm not quite sure what I'm chewing, but... And I don't want to be gross and spit it out on camera and take a look at it, but I'm going to suspect it's probably the carrots. Nope, not that carrot anyway. Anyway, it was very tasty. I'll be doing some of my other meals in a jar that I made while I'm still in recovery mode. I just had my surgery 3 days ago, so it's doing remarkably well compared to this hand. This hand was awful, but this hand was far worse. So, all right, thank you very much, and please remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, please, and share if you like these videos. Thanks. Hi, I'm back. All right, so that was a false alarm. I'm not leaving you. I've been sitting here eating my dinner and thinking that if this was a shit hit the fan scenario, or even a, earthquake happens, or we have a major power outage, I have these made ahead. Now, I probably will actually make more of these and put them in some Mylar bags. Just because I do live in earthquake country. So, but even though it doesn't taste like my homemade stew, I was expecting too much, I think. I do like it. And if there's a scenario where this is what I got to eat, I'm going to tell you, people are going to be jealous. The smell alone is phenomenal. And you smell the garlic and onion and the vegetables. And I wanted to just show you this a piece of meat here that I can pick up with my fork. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, can you see this? I hope you can see this. I can't see what I'm showing you. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's the meat. Look at that. It's juicy. Tears apart. It's tender to the chew. Now, some of the bigger pieces, like this one, feel a little harder. So they're probably not rehydrated enough. Still tastes good, but a little more chew. Kind of like, I think before they're rehydrated enough, they taste sort of like meat that's been cooked too long. or, you know, not past that hard point into the tender range, like, you know, for stews. But considering stew normally takes about 2 hours to make, at least how I make my stew, this is actually really good. I could eat this all the time. Well, not every day, but I could eat this a lot if I'm in a scenario where I need to eat meals in a jar. Okay, because it's got everything in there. It's healthy, it's nutritious. Sorry, I have a case of the burps, and I got a couple dogs here. But yeah, it's tender. Now, what I'm going to say is this is from that Meals in a Jar book that Chef Tess wrote while she was still a chef at Honeyville. I do believe this is Thrive meat. The beef chunks, I do believe. If it's not Thrive, it's Honeyville. And that's pretty much all. Or Augustin Farms. But I think it's Thrive. You actually can go watch my other video and find out. My Meals in a Jar video, beef stew. But anyway, everything has rehydrated. I mean, like I said, the meat, like this piece here, it probably just needs more. So in the future, I am going to add, instead of 1.5 cups, I'm just going to go straight to 2 cups. I did add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of beef bouillon off camera. And I may add a little bit of gravy powder in here, just to give it some kind of a base. But, yeah, I should have known better. 1.5 cups of water for all this dehydrate. And this isn't all of it, by the way. Even though this is supposed to be a single serving, it's more than I can eat. And I'm a fairly big eater. So there's still like another half a pot in the kitchen. So when it says for 1, I think it's really kind of for 2, if you're not both very big eaters. But at any rate, really good. I suggest getting the book, or, you know, I think I'm going to experiment, once my hand's bigger, I'm going to experiment making my own, the way I would make a beef stew. I don't put kidney beans in my beef stew, but I understand the reason behind it. It's for a shit hit the fan scenario. You know, beans are a great source of protein, and you know, you want to get protein and carbs if you're in a situation where you're very stressed. You need energy, you need endurance, you need the carbs. So you want to eat high carb, even if you're a low carb person. Because, you know, in an emergency situation, eventually you're going to start to lose weight, and you may have to leave your residence, God forbid, but you might. And so you need foods that will give you comfort and give you the nutrition that you need to survive another day. All right. I really mean it this time. That's it. Au revoir. Thanks. Thumbs up.